Losing weight, everyone's been through something where they want to. Well, it's a constant battle for millions of Americans. New research shows that 38 states now have adult obesity rates above 25%. So why can't more people shed those unwanted pounds? Our next guest blames a myriad of misconceptions about dieting and weight loss. He is fitness and nutrition expert Kelly Huggins. So, Kelly, you call yourself kind of a myth buster.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff out there, and
yes.
people have all kinds of, hang-ups now as a result.
Yes, they do. I was watching Dr. Gupta actually a couple of weeks where, I see this information here, but, in 28 states, obesity has increased. Mm-hmm. And, the CDC has been paying attention to, the obesity epidemic since the early 80s. Yeah. And, so I have to ask myself this question, and that is, you got all of these different weight loss products, programs, diets, and all these things.
You can do it in so many days,
right.
10 days, 10 pounds, 10 days, out of here.
Yes.
You say no way. Yeah,
no way, because, for one, this right here is what a pound of fat looks like. Yuck. Okay, there's 3,500 calories in a pound of fat. So if your resting metabolism is 1,700 calories, that's on a good day. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's impossible for you to lose a pound or more a day when you see a lot of these things that says you're gonna lose 10 pounds in 10 days or 6, 7
pounds. A lot of times
pounds.
That ends up being water, right?
Exactly. At first it's water weight, because for every gram of carbohydrate, initially a lot of these diets are all about cutting out carbohydrates. So for every gram of carb that you have 2.4 grams of water that's attached to it. So there's some of the weight that you lose. The other thing is that you have, digestive matter. So you start eating less, and so you start to eliminate that. Then you have less weight. I mean, weight is nothing more than gravity pulling an object toward Earth. I could put you on the moon, and you'll weigh 16% of what you weigh here, but nothing else changes, whether it's, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, or body fat composition.
So when I hear, 10 pounds, 10 days, you say, forget it, out of there. When I hear carbs are bad for you, stay away from carbs, you say, not necessarily the case.
Carbs is your primary...
Good carbs, bad carbs.
Right. Carbs is your primary source of fuel. You need carbohydrates in order to not fuel just your body, but your brain as well. Now, I know that there's some advocates out there who say, for example, the Atkins diet is a very popular diet for people to go on and cut out carbohydrates. And they'll say, you can create what is known as ketone bodies in order to get past what is known as the blood-brain barrier. But that's not what the body wants to do, because what begins to happen is you start to break down muscle as a source of energy as well. Wow. In order to get the primary energy needs that it requires.
Is it ever too late to get in shape? Because there's that, it's just too late. You're past that point.
Right. I understand as we get older, for one, between the ages of 25 to 60 years of age, we lose 0.5% of our lean muscle mass annually. And then after age 60, we lose 1% annually. So there's only a few ways to reverse that. One is to make sure that you're eating enough, but the other thing is that you have to do resistance training as well as cardiovascular exercise in order to maintain that muscle mass.
And resistance training, not to be confused with weight training, because some folks think weight training, especially I hear a lot of ladies will say, I don't want to bulk up, so I don't want to do this, weight training stuff.
Well, what I'll say is that initially, yes, you may increase in lean muscle mass, and I see it all the times with a lot of my clientele. They initially, when they get involved into a weight training program, they will maybe even sometimes gain some weight. But for every pound of lean muscle mass that you create, you burn an additional 25 to 50 calories at rest. So what begins to happen is that your lean muscle mass is going to support your metabolism, and muscle is the only physical location that utilizes fat as energy.
And muscle weighs more than everything else, right?
Exactly. And it takes up less space than this, too.
Wow.